Hi guys, it's Renee from Aromatic. I just wanted to share with you today my class on essential oils for horses. So I've been using doTERRA essential oils for 5 years now, and been into horses since I was like 10. And by no means am I a vet or anything. I have worked with vets, and I have done training with vets and oils. So there are holistic vets out there that also are in regular practice, but also use essential oils as well. So just from what I've learned, I'm going to share with you today, and just how you can safely use essential oils with your beautiful horses. All right, so I'm going to share my screen with you. All right, so let's start. I love this picture. I was like, I do this to my horse all the time. He's so beautiful. All right, so welcome today. And I'm quite passionate about essential oils for horses and for dogs. So I'm going to also be doing a class on essential oils for dogs as well. So this is a little bit about me. My husband here, Terry, and our sooky new little dog Ziggy. And over here to the right, I don't know if you can see her, that's him, and that's Chelsea, my old girl, who lasted 11 and a half years, and yeah, she was 50 kilos. So she got a really good story to share with her, and using oils with her was really good. And this is my product I've created called the Aromatic. It's a car diffuser that you clip onto your car's vent and add oils to. And yeah, this is my beautiful stepdaughter Tamika, Ziggy. He always has that position. And yeah, we just live out on a bit of property down South WA, so it's really cool. And this is me out riding in the bush. It's my favorite thing to do. Growing up, I used to do pony club and eventing. I used to love cross-country jumping and show jumping, and that was my jam. Never really liked doing dressage, but sort of had to do it if I was doing the eventing side of things. And yeah, I always had horses. I was never a pony girl. I think my parents are a bit crazy making me jump on a horse when I was all of like 10 or 11, but it was a really good experience. And now both of them were mares that I had growing up, and then 20 years later I've got back into horses again, my late 30s. And yeah, this is my beautiful boy who's an ex-racehorse. His name is Zid. This is him here. This is me out riding, and this is him here. This is us off on camping adventures, and going out to wineries with them, and all sorts of good fun adventures, which is awesome. So yeah, he was a racehorse for Zidansky, his name was, for quite a few years, and he actually did raced quite well, did some good racing, but now he just loves his life now. He's a very spoiled boy. Yeah. And this was another ex-racehorse, his little mate, Betsy. So today I'm going to teach you, just do a quick overview of essential oils and quality. So I'm going to teach you the 3 cool things about essential oils, 3 ways to use them, and then we're going to get stuck into the horsey stuff. So the first thing is that they are safe to use. They are 100% natural and safe, and there's no side effects or addictions with them. And they're simply just extracts from plants or plant juices. And they, instead of the herbal equivalent, if you think about the herb of the peppermint leaf, the oil is actually 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So that's really important to note. But what's important also is that they do have amazing health benefits, and often there's multiple uses for different things that they can be used for. So peppermint can be used for promoting clear breathing, but also to help with cooling the body down. So this is a really great oil to be using on your horses. It's great for relieving head tension as well. I love to pop it on my temples for a bit of a headache. It's great for energizing. So if you're feeling sluggish yourself, but also again, if your horses are feeling a little bit sluggish, you can kind of aromatically give them. We'll talk about that a bit later. So you've got to make sure that the oils you're using are certified pure, tested grade, that they are pure and potent. because a lot of the oils out there in the essential oil industry are not regulated. So they can say that they're pure and have all the label on them, but they actually don't have to be that. So that's why we need to be very careful of that, because essential oils that aren't pure and aren't tested to a third party or have that rigorous testing are actually really quite dangerous and toxic to you know, not just us, but also our animals. And that's a really important thing to note, is that we need to be very careful of what oils we use because of the regulation standards that are out there at the moment. And there's a couple of different, you know, a few different companies, but there's not many that have those sort of standards. So the second coolest thing is that they're effective. So they're quite more effective than a lot of modern approaches to medical health problems. And there's a lot of little things that can be treated with natural remedies like essential oils. Essential oils are able to work on a cellular level, which is pretty cool. You can check out that little diagram there. So On Guard blend is amazing because it helps to promote healthy immune function. For ourselves, it's great for a cleanser, for our hands and our home. It also can help to soothe a sore throat. I love mixing a little bit with some raw honey and having it that way as a flavoring, because I know that it really helps me. So On Guard can help with your horses as well when there's some sort of immune support that they are needing. Affordable. So the third coolest thing is that they're surprisingly quite a lot more affordable. When you add up the pennies or the cents per drop, a lot of the essential oils are about, 5 to 10 cents per drop. And the thing with oils is that you only need 1 to 2 drops most of the time. And especially with humans and even with animals, even though horses are larger animals, you still only need probably the same amount as you would with a human or even a small child, because as we know, being horsey people, horses are very sensitive creatures. So we do need to make sure that we are just using 1 to 2 drops. And in the cases, it's less than $1 a lot of the time, which is awesome. So lavender is a really beautiful oil that's only about 8 cents per drop. It's great for just helping to calm the mind. We all know lavender is a beautiful one for sleep. So when used with horses, we can use it. It's a bit of a natural antihistamine. It could be help calm the skin. I know I like to use it and just dab it neat on a bug bite to help with the itch and things like that. So any sort of skin soothing properties with the linalool in it, it's really great for that. All right, so the 3 ways to use them, I'm going to go in this in more depth in terms of horses, but the first one is aromatic. So simply just breathing it in, it can have a really positive effect on the mood. It can help to cleanse the surrounding air and help to support the respiratory system. The second way we use essential oils is topically. So we can put them, these are doTERRA essential oils, we would safely put them topically onto the affected area for localized benefits if you've got something like a skin support thing going on. And we always dilute with the fractionated coconut oil or some other form of carrier oil like coconut oil or almond oil are really good. The last way you can use it is as a flavoring. Now, personally, I like to have it as a flavoring. You can have it in cooking your bliss balls or in smoothies. I love to add like just a couple of drops of lemon, or some of the citrus oils are really good for that. All right. So let's move on to aromatic use, diffusing oils for your horse. So if you have your horse in a stable or some sort of confined area where you can safely pop a diffuser, like this Lumo would be a really good one, then you can, because this was like 10 hours and you can have it going on, and it goes on and off intermittently, so it's not too overwhelming, and you can have it in a large area as well. So this one goes to large area. So diffuser in the stable, you can add a little, like a drop just to the halter or the rope while you're with your horse. You could add it to you. So I often, if I'm going before I go out riding, I might put it behind my ears or on my wrists, my pulse points, so that my horse is getting the aromatic benefits as well. You can also add a couple of drops or just rub it on the blanket, on the underside of the blanket, or on your rug. And you know, you might want to do this while if you've got a floating rug on them, you could rub a little bit on there so they're getting the aromatic benefits there. You can make up a little spray bottle and spray the stall or stable area or float, and to help create a more relaxing environment for your horse that way. Another way is on a towel, so you can get them just to smell it in, or just simply direct from the bottle, but you would keep the lid on. And one way you can do that is just by holding the bottle, open it a little bit, just so you can get a little bit of the smell, and then just hold it up to the horse like that. The other way you can do it is to have the bottle like this, and you can just make sure, if it's open, that you're covering the top. So you don't want to get the horse making it all yucky on the top of your bottle. You don't want to do that. So just protecting the top of your bottle and allowing the horse to, because sometimes they do lick and they try to lick your hand. So putting your thumb over the top, safely securing that oil locked in your hand like that is another really good way. And this is the way I've done it with my horse. And that way you can still smell it. Remember, those horses are really sensitive to oils. So that's a great way to use aromatic use for your horse. Topical use. All right, so topical means applying it to them. So 5 to 6 drops. You can actually do it on the back of the spine, and even direct from the bottle, rubbing it in your hands, and you can do it over the spine like that. Spray bottle, remember, if you want, and also a little bit of coconut rubbed in as well is great. You can add that in. With a spray bottle, so you can simply, I make up my own bug repellent spray just before the farrier comes around. It's really great. I just pop it in one of these bottles, and just with a bit of water, and just make sure I shake it. If you want the oils to stick a little bit more, it might be better to put a tiny little splash of some coconut oil in there, some liquid coconut oil, and spray it that way. And you can put about 20 drops. A wet cloth, so a few drops added to a wet cloth. So you could do like a hot or cold compress as well, and you can have your oils in with the water mixed in, like soak it into a little tub and then put it onto the affected area, or just to cool them if you're using peppermint, putting towels on your horse, like for that kind of reason. Massage, of course. So massage, there's some great oils for massage, which I'll chat about. You can, with your coconut oil, add some drops, just a few drops, and again, make up even your own little massage rub or massage oil, and you're just rubbing into that affected area, the muscles. Reflex points. So again, putting them on my reflex points, I might also put them on the horse reflex points. If you're into using any type of reflex points with your horse, or even just intuitively thinking where your horse might need the oils. Direct area, so where the oil might need to go. If it's like a bit of a skin irritation or something, I might put some oils either in a spray or in a little cream. Shampoo, love making up a natural shampoo. Again, repelling spray, with the Terra Armor oil. That's a really good one. And even in a roller bottle. And remembering that horses are still very sensitive, so still dilute. Okay, the use of oils for horses as a flavouring is not recommended by doTERRA. It is a little bit controversial, so please be mindful of this. We always check the label for use as a flavouring. Not all oils are able to be used as a flavouring. We always feed very diluted and mix into a carrier oil, 1 to 2 drops only, and just starting with 1. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of those that I would use only for those reasons. Spelling mistake. So it can be rubbed onto inside of the gums, like Digescent oil, so a digestive blend. You can actually just rub on the inside of the gums, a little bit diluted with some coconut oil, and just on the inside of your horse's gum as a way that they can have it that way. But you'd probably only do that if it was, last resort. Only use doTERRA essential oils because of their testing. Not all oils are safe, and check with your vet first if you have any concerns. Why doTERRA? Because some vets use these oils. Co-impact sourcing. So the plants that they choose are grown and harvested in the ideal conditions, and they responsibly source via fair trade, which is awesome. So they pay their farmers fairly and on time, and they cut out the middleman, which is cool. So they also have created their own standard because there wasn't this standard before. They call this CPTG, Certified Pure Tested Grade. So they have a high standard, which is beyond organic. They verify their own standards of excellence. So they actually do seriously, they have a whole like science lab university. It's crazy. But they also get third-party testing by the APRC, which is the Aromatic Plant Research Centre. Okay, so they are the big-wig third-party guys that test them, and you can also look that up. So under each bottle is a little number, and you can actually look at the sourcing of that oil at source2you.com. Each bottle can be looked up for quality control and where it came from, which is awesome. You do not want to be using oils on yourself or your animals that could have been synthetic, or they might be quite toxic to your horse, so we don't want to use those. So the sense of smell and their olfactory receptors of all animals are huge compared to us. So that's why I'm always just saying, just dilute, kind of maybe treat them like a small child. You would be very careful with a small child and using essential oils. So you would use that the same with your animals. Now, this is a picture of my horse and my dog together. Ziggy likes to pick up the little scraps of Zid's food. So yeah, test them out, and your animals will tell you what they need, which we'll talk about soon. Okay, so let's go into some safety guidelines here. So again, I would only use doTERRA. The essential oil industry is not regulated. This means that other oils may contain contaminants and synthetic compounds that are toxic to both us and our precious animals. Know the health status and the medications and supplements that they might be currently taking. Take this into account, and always check with your vet if you're not sure. Do not use oils on or near the eyes, with yourself as well. Inside the ears, we never put oils inside the ears, always just around the outside, right near the nose or genital region. Use extreme caution with topical application of hot oils. So hot oils are oils like oregano, okay, a lot of your really thyme, clove, cassia, cinnamon, all those kind of oils. You need to be careful. And of course, caution should be taken with animals that are pregnant, young, nursing, or if they're on medications, which I've just said. Did I mention dilute? For dogs, be aware of using tea tree unless very heavily diluted in a shampoo base. Sorry about this blurry image. Lavender, let's just go over some of the oils that are really good for horses. So lavender is great, like I said before, calming the mind. It's helped to ease tension and stress. You can use it neat with this. It's pretty safe. Lavender and frankincense are pretty safe oils. 4 to 7 drops topically on the spine, or you can use a spray bottle, apply it to the saddle blanket, rug, halter, etc. Add it to a shampoo. It's really great for supporting any bug bites and anything related with skin. Oh, I forgot to put the image up. Tea tree. So again, tea tree with lavender actually go really hand in hand together. So this is a great, you can make a little skin spray for just supporting anything to do with skin. You can add lavender, frankincense and tea tree in equal amounts. And then you can just add some water. If you want to add a little bit of oil again and just mix it up, a little tiny bit of salt or a little bit of witch hazel, something that can just help disperse the oil is good. Make sure you give it a good shake before you spray it, and then spray it around. Lavender and tea tree are also really good at, repelling a little bit as well. So they can help support that. Tea tree is great to help purify and clean items. So, I mean, we all know that in Australia here, everyone has a bottle of tea tree in their home. I love the doTERRA tea tree, knowing how pure it is and knowing it's sourced from Australia where it's indigenously grown. It can help support the immune system. If you've got with a funky hoof, so you can kind of get some oregano, tea tree, on guard, and a carrier oil, and then you can brush onto the hooves, soak just the hoof in maybe some Epsom salts to just give it a good clean, and then you can use some of these oils to just dilute it and to brush or soak just the hoof, only the hoof. We don't want to go get these. Remember, oregano is a hot oil. We don't want to get them on the skin. We just want to focus on the hoof. Okay. All right, frankincense. Oh, this one's great for riders as well, for calming. So it's really good for helping to support any cellular health, skin health, can help, may support inflammation, and to help ease nervous feelings. I like this, using this with all three ways, aromatic, topical, and flavoring use. It's great to use with lavender and tea tree, like I said. This one. So I use this on my horse quite a lot. The first way I would use it is topically, rubbing it on his abdominal area and massaging it in. Okay, rubbing it all the way from under the stomach along. Okay, you can also put it on the top. Yeah, depending on where, if you think, yeah, just behind the saddle there, kind of in that area, that might be a good idea, and maybe both, and underneath on the stomach. Okay, and you can use it as a flavoring in their food, but of course you need to dilute it with another oil. You can't just tip oil in their food. You need to have it with a lot more, with some oil, and mix that through as well. I would probably mix some water with there as well. Yeah, so a lot of horses will not like the taste of that in their food. So you can just put a little bit on your finger and rub it inside their gums as well to help support with an upset stomach or nausea, or if they get a bit funny in the float, that's a really good one as well. Okay, this one. So if you can, of course, diluted, we can rub it on their chest. That way they're getting the topical benefits of the chest, and then they're also getting the aromatic benefits. Okay, especially if you wouldn't want to put it just before they're you could put it like just when they're working out or something, but you would just put a little bit to start, 1 to 2 drops with a good amount of coconut oil, and just rubbing it under their chest pole for supporting respiratory discomfort. Add to a towel and get them to smell it. Yeah, and this is, of course, aromatic or topical use, helping to promote clear breathing day and night, and any lung, or helping with sinus issues. Wild orange. Oh, this is such a beautiful oil. You actually you can get this free from me, and it's a really beautiful one. It's very energizing, uplifting, invigorating. When your horse might seem a little bit down in the dumps, it's great for cheering them up when they've, I know mine's been feeling a bit like that way over winter, and in the rain, he hates it, and so they get a bit down at the end of winter, I think, when it's still raining. Adaptive. So this one is great. This is one of the new ones. It took aromatic scientists 3 years to develop this blend. I know, that's really cool. So this helps to ease nervous feelings. It can help keep your horse attentive, but it's also calming them at the same time, which is I think what every horse rider wants. They want their horse to be alert, but not too alert. You still want them to be nice and calm. Same with us. I think this is a really good essential oil to be used as riders, because we just want to stay kind of grounded and calm, and yeah, quite centered, but also alert. Aromatic. So this is a massage blend. We would use this only topically. So this is really good in supporting the joints and muscles. So you could use this great for a massage with your horse, rubbing it with some coconut oil into any tight areas for muscles. Great maybe after a ride, help to support the flow and circulation. It's great for all horses, ponies. You can use it on their legs and back and any areas that might be a little bit touchy. Oh, this is one of my favorites, copaiba or copaiba. So this can be used all three ways. You can, helps to soothe aches and pains, and it's great for just calming down the nervous system. So this one has, it comes from the resin of a tree in Brazil. It's a very interesting oil. It's great for humans as well, especially with any nervous feelings. It's very versatile. It can help support in terms of horses if there's spookiness or emotional issues. It can also help to support cardiovascular, immune, digestive, and nervous systems. So this is pretty incredible. Yeah, I'd highly recommend any horsey person to get this oil for themselves and for their horse. And if you've got dogs as well. Also can aid with sore muscles and joints. So it is good. I've used it on my sore muscles. Balance. So Balance is one of the main blends in doTERRA that everyone seems to love. We only use this aromatically or topically. It can help just ease a bit of tension, just to sort of bring that back down. If you've got a horse that gets a bit like revved up, it's a really good one just to kind of bring the energy down, to calm the emotions, to help sort of them relax and get back down to earth and ground. I know having a thoroughbred ex-racehorse, this is an oil that I would turn to all the time with my horse. So I would use it by just putting a couple of drops. This has got a little bit of dilution in it, so I just put a couple of drops, rub it with lavender. Also, you can use lavender with this, which is really extra calming, and then just rubbing it down the mane. Okay, so they can kind of, as you're riding, you're getting the horse is getting aromatic benefits, but not too overpowering, so it's not right near their nose. And you can, put it, just, massage it down. I like to put a little bit on my wrists before I go out riding as well, or behind my ears. Again, a great one. And you can add some lavender in, it's fantastic. This one is great. Another one similar to Wild Orange, uplifting, promotes a cheerful fit. Yeah, it's really good. Citrus Bliss, all the citrus oils. Okay, let's move on. So let's go into some recipes now. So horse shampoo. I love making this also for my dog, but also for my horse. So get an unscented Castile soap and liquid Castile, and then you just need to add in your essential oils. So you can choose, you just put a few in, maybe sort of 10 drops. You can choose peppermint for cooling, lemon eucalyptus or citronella for repelling, lavender to help with soothe and calm, and tea tree is great for any skin. So you could do lavender and tea tree if you're looking at skin things, or just some peppermint, even peppermint and lavender. So you could, make your own little mix, which would be really cool to do. And you can add, if you need it more moisturizing, just add some liquid coconut oil or almond oil. You could also grind up some oatmeal if there's irritated skin as well. Oatmeal is great for that. Mix it all together really well and give it a good shake. All right, healing salve. So you can make this just with some organic coconut oil, beeswax. You heat it up over low heat, and then once it's cooled, you can add the essential oils and mix it through and place into the jars. If you add the oils while it's heating, it ruins the chemical compounds of that. And it lasts a long time, which is cool. If you don't need it to last a long time, you can simply take the beeswax out and just do the coconut oil with the other essential oils. And remember, not this for dogs. This is a horse recipe because it's got the tea tree. All right, Balancing emotions. So lavender, again, I've talked about. Frankincense to de-stress. Wild orange to help sort of assure and get their confidence up, help them keep them on task as well. And of course, the beautiful balance blend, which is to help relax and calm. This is my naughty, cheeky Zid going into the, oh, there's Ziggy down there, going into our little shack, checking it out. He's very inquisitive. Okay. Now, again, horses like, it's really cool to check out. Maybe try just the top 10 oils like here with your horse and just intuitively get them to choose them. You can hold the oils in your hand again, like I said, thumb on the top so they can still smell, and just hold it up to their nose and just see what they do. Okay, watch their behavior. What you'll quite often find is that they'll lick. If the yes response is like they'll lick it, or they might just choose what nostril they want to smell it in. Okay. So whether it might be a physical or an emotional response, it depends. So that it's really interesting. Some of them will get closer to you and kind of nudge up into you, and they'll go, yep. Other times a no or a yes response is also where they've turned up their lip. So that's actually a yes response. But a no response will be that they've actually, you'll know, they just turn away. Okay, not interested, nah, just head's just nah. But a yes response will be quite clear. And also when they put their lip up, that's a yes. So animals often know best. Yeah, so hold it up, watch their behavior. Horses, they can actually lick and then they'll chew it as well. Sometimes if they really love it, they'll actually lick. That's why you've got to cover the top of the oil bottle, because they'll try to lick it and chew it. Same with dogs, they'll do the same thing. Don't overwhelm them with your whole collection. If you've got a large collection of essential oils, just kind of limit it to maybe, you know, if you want them to be calm, choose maybe 5 calming oils. Don't overwhelm them with the smells, because it can be too much for them. All right, you can make a beautiful healing, rejuvenating spray, again in a glass or metal spray bottle, equal amounts of each of these oils. It would need to be a large spray bottle for this. I've put 10 drops. So that would be for a large 500 ml or like big spray bottle. You would have it, I would probably just do 5 drops of each in one of these 250 mils. So 5 drops of each here. But yeah, see how you go. Remember, you can always add more oils if you feel like it's not helping with the issue. You can add water, coconut oil, and make it into a balm version as well with the solid coconut oil. And this is safe to, if they do lick it, it's okay, but it's going to prolong the process. Again, my natural fly spray recipe, I just use one of these spray bottles, nice and cheap and easy, $2. And I put about 20 to 30 drops of the doTERRA, which is a outdoor blend, or other oils. So other oils which are known to help repel. Peppermint is meant to help be good with the ticks. So if you've got ticks in your property, you could add some peppermint oil in there as well. So up to 20 to 30. I wouldn't put any more than that in one of these. And you can also add like a quarter of coconut oil, a quarter of to make it stick. So it's just more moisturizing, make it stick to the hair for a lot longer. Give it always a good shake before you spray it on, and top up the rest with water. And yeah, it's fantastic. So other oils, citronella, lemon, eucalyptus are really good. Peppermint, I said already. And yeah, the doTERRA blend. You know, there's lots of repelling oils, but they're the main ones. Peppermint, lavender can also help, but it depends on what your flies or your mosquitoes or ticks or whatever they like. So it's good to have a few different in there. That's why the doTERRA is a good blend. Disperse the oils. Yeah, so you can put a little pinch of salt, a little bit of liquid soap, or some witch hazel to help disperse and mix the oils and water together. Okay, citronella, I think lemongrass is the other one. You can take a screenshot if you like. All right, that's it, guys. So yeah, there's 3 ways to purchase. So if you've already got oils, you don't need to listen to the rest, but 3 ways to purchase. So 1 is retail, and if you're going to a health food store or something, you might purchase them retail. Number 2 is wholesale. So it's kind of like having a discount card and you get 25% below retail, and you can just go in and order whenever you or whatever you want. The 3rd way is if you start off with a kit. It includes the wholesale price. You get free products if you do regular orders. So 1 thing a month is all you need to do. You don't have to do a regular, and you can get free stuff, which is really cool, and points, which is how I purchase. So these are kits that are perfect for the whole family, humans and pets. So a lot of the oils I've talked about today are in these kits. So the one I started with is on the left here, the Home Essentials. This has your coconut oil. It has your diffuser, which you can, of course, put in the stable or in your home. It has the lavender. It has the ice blue. It has the peppermint, the digestion, the easy air, the tea tree, oregano, lemon, On Guard. Lemon's great for, I love flavoring my water in the morning. On Guard, that's the one that's to help support the immune system, not just of pets, but also of humans, and the frankincense. Okay. I am doing this is a special for this month only. So you might need to contact me if you're not sure about the specials. But yeah, there is always a free wild orange, but there might be some other specials, so always reach out if you're not sure. This one's $3.47 delivered, and that includes your wholesale membership, which is awesome. The other one is only 5 ml bottles, and they don't have a diffuser. This one is the bigger kit, which has just got everything you need. You get your box, you get your ice blue rub, you get a lot of your other oils that are nice and calming as well. So that is another really good one. You get your lavender peace, citrus bliss, and a few others. Your aroma touches in there, like I told you. So that's a good one. And finally, emotional wellness. I'll just quickly talk about this because if you have a horse that you feel like it's an emotional situation, then you might like this kit as well. That's only $2.34 delivered, and they're the specials this month. Okay, but this is my favorite. I do love this kit. This is the one I started with 5 years ago. So what you get from me if you do choose to purchase a kit, so you get a welcome packet, you get your wholesale membership for a year, you get a personal consultation with me. So you'll get a wellness consultation. I spend a good 30 minutes to 45 minutes with you chatting about how I can help you and the oils with your family or with your animals if you would like me to do that. You get access to like VIP education groups. We've got heaps of amazing people in our community that can help support you if you've got any questions. If I'm not available, you just reach out in that support group. We have a great community. We've always got heaps of awesome giveaways as well every month, and yeah, you'll get ongoing support, so whenever you need it. And you'll often get free oils and things as well from me. So just feel free to reach out, text me, message me. You can email me through Facebook is probably the best way. Facebook at aromaleaf.co or on Instagram. I don't normally respond to Instagram messages though, or you can just simply email me, Renee at aromaleaf.co. So here's some awesome resources. So these are some of the vets that I've been working with. So Dr. Rebecca Hullison, she's been in practice for 10 years. This is her webpage, and you can, contact her if you've got any questions. That's her website. There's Dr. Janet Rourke, who is from the US, and this is her website as well. So she's got some information on other animals and things if you're interested. She's got some webinars and things as well that are also available. This app is fantastic. Spoil Your Pet. It also is a book. It's developed by veterinarians as well, which is really cool. And the other app is just called Modern Essentials. There's a book and an app to go with that, and that's just got all lots of things of information on using these essential oils. So that's it. Yeah, if you're interested in me hosting a class for you, and you'll get one of these little awesome little keep travel pouches with a whole load of little oils in it. And yeah, if you can invite however many people you invite, I'll give you a little oil for each one. So, and this is great to take traveling with you and your horse. So if you're interested in doing that, then let me know and feel free to reach out. I can do online via Zoom or in person locally. So yeah, there's 3 types of people that live the wellness lifestyle: share or build. So you don't, most 85% of people will just like to purchase the oils and live a natural lifestyle, which is really cool. And some people love to share the products and then just get their oils paid for each month. And whereas others love to just, you know, have realized that this is a really great income and they love to build and share and have had it make an impact on their life, which is cool. So that's it, guys. I'm not going to go into the sharing essential oils today, but right, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Feel free to comment below or reach out to me, text me, however you can get hold of me, at aromaleaf.co or renee@aromaleaf.co via email. And I'd be happy to help you and chat to you about maybe any specific concerns, or I can help you find someone who will be able to help you. So I hope that, yeah, we can have a chat and I can talk to you about how amazing these oils are and how they might be able to help you for your life. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.